This is just going to be a presidential fact video. Now, there's been 5 presidential elections where the president didn't win the popular vote. They won the electoral college, except for 1824, where the U.S. representatives made the decision. But did you know 3 of them were family members? In 1824, John Quincy Adams, the son of U.S. President John Adams. Let me start over. The U.S. President of John Quincy Adams, the son of U.S. President John Adams, he didn't win the popular vote. Andrew Jackson did. Well, Jackson would later become the 7th president after him. But in 1824, Quincy, he didn't win the popular vote. Andrew Jackson did. And I think they just gave it to him because John Quincy's dad is John Adams. He was already the president. Of course, Andrew Jackson ran 4 years later, and he won the popular vote this time and the election. 2000, George W. Bush. You remember him? The son of George H.W. Bush, the 41st president. In 2000, Vice President Al Gore won the popular vote, but he didn't win the electoral college. It was mostly Florida. And I think if it was just New Hampshire, Bush won New Hampshire, if Gore won New Hampshire, he would have won the election. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. But it was all about Florida because Jeb Bush was the governor of Florida, George W. Bush's brother. But, Bush Jr., his dad was Bush Sr. Bush Jr., his dad was Bush Sr. I can't say. I'm going to start over. It's late and I'm tired and I'm I'm in a funny mood for some reason. But anyway, George W. Bush, his dad was George Bush, the 41st president. Let's just give it to Bush Jr. Now, it was 1888, Grover Cleveland was running for re-election. He won the popular vote. But Benjamin Harrison, he won the electoral college. His grandpa was William Henry Harrison, the ninth president, who was only president for half a month. He died on April 4th from pneumonia. He was the first president to die in office. He had the shortest term as president. It was in 1841. But yes, Benjamin Harrison, his grandpa was William Henry Harrison, the first president to die in office and the ninth president. Let's just give it to Benjamin Harrison. I'm not counting 1876 between Rutherford Hayes and Samuel Tilden. 2016 between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. Because they didn't have a family member. Well, Hillary Clinton, her husband was, Bill Clinton. But Hillary's dad, mostly a dad, wasn't president. So I guess that doesn't count. Of course, in 2016, Hillary Clinton won the popular vote, but Donald Trump, he won the election. 1876 was between Rutherford Hayes and Samuel Tilden, the controversial election. Tilden, the governor of New York, won the popular vote, but Hayes, the governor of I do talk too fast sometimes. Rutherford Hayes, the governor of Ohio. I'm sorry, but I want to keep this video going. Let me start over. It's so late. Let me start over. Samuel Tilden, the governor of New York, he won the popular vote. But Rutherford Hayes, the governor of Ohio, he won the electoral college. But neither one's dad was president. What I'm trying to say is, if your dad or family member was already president, you got it made. You don't have to win the popular vote. Just win the electoral college. You never know. One of Donald Trump's Jr., if he or she would run for president, and if they didn't win the popular vote, they're just going to give it to one of Trump's children, because their dad was president. That's all I'm saying. And if you like this video, please like my video and like my TikTok page. You don't have to like me. You don't have to respect me. I just need more followers. But have a good night.